Hey there, this is Dave and you're watching Harpoon Dreams. So today, in episode 12, I finally had the boat up to speed and sailing. And today I went back out on the water, took my time getting here to the club, no rush. The wind was a little bit too heavy in the morning, but it said it was going to calm down a little bit in the afternoon to be under 10 knots. I thought that'd be perfect. Little by little, I'd work my way up to sailing in heavier air. But yeah, I figured I would sail first and then get back because I don't have a motor. I need to give myself a really big time buffer to get back to the dock. I might have to sail. In fact, today I would have had to sail upwind to get back to the cove where I'm at. I'll show you in a minute. But as it turned out, as soon as I got out on the water, I figured I'd do some work after I sail until sunset. When I got on the water, first off, there was a lot of gusts that were, 14, 15 knots. And I took some water over the rails, which is fine at one point. But as this was happening, I noticed, as I was leaving the coast, the cove, I noticed that my main halyard had slipped. Someone pointed it out to me actually, because it was visible from far away. It slipped and fell. The mainsail fell about 6 inches, which I figure I'll fix that when I get out on the water. By the time I got out there and got the boat under control, I started to notice 1, 2, 3, 4 more critical things that were either in the process of breaking or had broken. And I'm just going to make a list here so that I don't forget to fix them, because I'm going to go right back up to the dry slip now. I bought myself a rivet gun yesterday. Thank God, because I need rivets. I need more rivets now than I did 20 minutes ago, and I'll show you. So for starters, the first thing I noticed, which I can't show you right now, is that I noticed the other day that the mast, it didn't seem to want to stay in the tabernacle. And see if I had to yank my mainsail down real quick as I raced in here. So I was able to push the main mast back into the tabernacle and it's properly seated, but I need to further tension the forestay to make sure it doesn't come out again. While I was sailing in those gusts, that mast was, just millimeters from coming out of the tabernacle completely. And not quite sure why, but when I returned to replace this pin, this forestay was tighter than it had been before. So I had to loosen the turnbuckle while I was holding it. So now I'm going to retighten it a little bit. And it looks like it's configured well with the equal amount on both sides. That's very important. And it would have been a catastrophic disaster for me. The whole mast would have come down and maybe hit me or fell into the water. I don't know what I would have done without a motor I would have had to pick up my mast and mainsail and have someone tow me in. Yeah, then the next thing I noticed was that the main halyard cleat right here, I don't know if you can see, see it's coming off. And that wasn't like that the other day. So I'm going to fix that right now. As I was sitting here getting ready to film this, I noticed that this bracket from my main sheet had blown 2 rivets while I was out there. And fortunately, I can fix that as soon as I get back to the dry slip. That would have been another catastrophic failure for me out there. And of course, as per the other day, Mr. Outhaul, being an old and weathered, salty control line, doesn't want to stay in this clam cleat, and so I have no reliable outhaul on my mainsail. But that wouldn't cause a catastrophic failure. So yeah, I barely made it back into this dock without a motor. But now the problem is that I can't take out from this dock. I need to be over at that dock. So I need to walk the boat around this winch, around that L to that rocky beach, across the beach, up the dock, around the head of the dock, which is T-shaped, and then back down the other side of that dock to get to the ramp where where my car's parked. So, I guess I should chalk this up to a good learning experience. Both specific learning, like I learned that this thing needs to be fixed, and also, you know, learning how to control a boat when there are one or more catastrophic failures imminent in some gusty winds. So that was good. And I don't know if I regret going out. I certainly wouldn't have gone out with my kids. And so then the lesson is that even though I would be much more cautious with my kids, I need to be even more cautious than that, because I had never taken into account what if things break or malfunction. You know, I had always just figured, well, I need to be very conservative if I have my little ones with me. I need to be very conservative with respect to, you know, I don't want to go out if there's more than like 8 knots of wind or heavy gusts or things like that. And I probably want to pull in my centerboard maybe a little bit more if I have my kids with me, so that there's no accidents if the centerboard grabs too much water or the wind grabs too much sail all of a sudden. But now I also, you know, I've learned I need to take into account that this boat is like 40 years old, and that stuff's going to break. And there's way too many things here to inspect every rivet on this boat to anticipate that. So I need to figure that into my calculations on what's a safe, what are the safe parameters for me to sail with the little ones. So this, I guess, has been a good learning experience. Yeah, so I'll do some more filming with my other camera while I'm working in a few minutes, but right now I need to get this boat in and pick up the stupid rudder. Okay, thanks for tuning in.